Imagine waking up every day knowing you're in sync with the universe. What if I told you the key to unlocking a higher state of being has been with us for centuries, hidden in plain sight? Welcome to Vortex Tribe, where we journey into the heart of consciousness, energy, and universal truths. Today, we're peeling back the layers of reality, revealing how you can activate your higher consciousness using the 7 Hermetic Principles. Stick around, because once you see this, your view of life will never be the same. First, principle of mentalism. Right now, most of us walk through life like we're asleep. We think the world outside is all there is. Many are trapped in cycles of stress, routine, fear. But the principle of mentalism teaches us that the all is mind. The universe is mental. Everything starts in the mind. Your reality is not something that happens to you, but something you create. Imagine the freedom in that. Think of it this way. If your thoughts shape your reality, you have the power to design the life you truly want. Right now, your mind might be filled with doubts or limitations, but when you understand this principle, you realize those are just thoughts, and thoughts can change. The universe is mental. Shift your thinking, and the world around you shifts with it. Start by practicing mindfulness. Observe your thoughts. Are they empowering, or are they keeping you stuck? Picture your mind as a blank canvas, and every thought you have is a brushstroke. The clearer and more intentional your thoughts, the more vibrant your reality becomes. Visualize the life you want. See it clearly in your mind, and know that it's already yours. Imagine waking up and knowing that you are the creator of your reality. You no longer feel powerless or out of control. Instead, you live with purpose, intention, and peace, knowing that everything begins in the mind, and you hold the power to design a life that reflects your deepest desires. Second principle of correspondence. Right now, life might feel fragmented. Chaos in one area, balance in another. But the principle of correspondence teaches us that as above, so below, as within, so without. Everything is connected. The patterns we see in the cosmos are mirrored in our personal lives. What if, instead of feeling disconnected, you could see how your inner world creates your outer world? Think of your life like a garden. If the flowers are wilting, it's not enough to water them. You must nourish the soil. The same goes for your life. The outer world, your relationships and experiences are just a reflection of what's going on inside. If you want harmony in your life, cultivate harmony within yourself. Now, imagine this. When you begin to align your thoughts, emotions, and actions, you see that the universe mirrors back that same balance. The chaos falls away, and life begins to flow effortlessly, with harmony between the inner and outer worlds. This is the hidden key to living in alignment with the cosmos. Third principle of vibration. Right now, life might feel stuck, like you're just going through the motions, but the principle of vibration reveals that nothing rests, everything vibrates. Every thought, feeling, and action carries energy. What if you could change the atmosphere around you simply by shifting your inner frequency? Imagine your energy like ripples in a pond. Every thought you think, every emotion you feel sends waves out into the universe. When you raise your vibration by practicing gratitude, joy, or love, you start to attract higher frequency experiences into your life. Picture yourself tuning a radio dial to the frequency of your highest self, where everything feels aligned and flowing. Now, imagine waking up each day feeling light, free, and in harmony with the universe. you're no longer reacting to life's chaos. You're creating the life you desire. The principle of vibration teaches you to raise your frequency, and in doing so, align your outer world with your inner peace. Fourth principle of polarity. Right now, life may seem full of opposites. Good versus bad, light versus dark, joy versus sadness. But the principle of polarity teaches us that everything is dual, everything has poles. What if I told you that these opposites are just two extremes of the same thing, and you have the power to shift from one pole to the other? Think of life like a pendulum. It swings between two poles, but you don't have to be stuck at one extreme. The same force that pulls you into fear can also be used to shift you into courage. When you understand that opposites are part of the same spectrum, you can consciously choose to move toward the pole that serves you. You begin to see that light and dark, joy and sadness are not separate, but simply different degrees of the same energy. Now, imagine living in a state of balance, where you embrace both sides of life's spectrum, but choose to live in the light. By mastering the principle of polarity, you transcend duality and live with greater flexibility, resilience, and peace. Fifth principle of rhythm. Right now, life may feel like a series of highs and lows, like you're at the mercy of the tides. But the principle of rhythm teaches us that everything flows out and in. Everything has its tides. What if, instead of being thrown off by life's cycles, you could learn to ride the waves? Think of your life like the ocean. There are times of ebb and times of flow. But instead of resisting the tides, you can learn to move with them. When life pulls back, it's preparing to surge forward. Imagine yourself as a surfer, skillfully riding the waves, knowing when to rest and when to take action. Now picture living with a deep understanding of life's rhythms. You move through the highs and lows with grace, knowing that every setback is followed by an advance. The principle of rhythm allows you to dance with the universe, always in flow, always aligned. Sixth principle of cause and effect. Right now, life might feel unpredictable, like things just happen to you. But the principle of cause and effect teaches us that every cause has its effect. Every effect has its cause. Nothing happens by chance. What if you could take control of the causes you set in motion to create the effects you desire? Imagine your life as a chain reaction. Every thought, every action, every choice you make creates a ripple that affects everything else. When you understand this principle, you become the architect of your future. Picture yourself planting seeds with intention, knowing that each one will grow into the reality you choose. Now, imagine living with purpose and clarity, knowing that you have the power to shape your destiny. You no longer feel like life is happening to you. Instead, you're consciously creating the life you desire. The principle of cause and effect puts the power back in your hands. Seventh principle of gender. Right now, you might think of gender as simply male and female, but the principle of gender teaches us that everything has its masculine and feminine principles. These energies exist within all of us, and balance is key. What if you could harmonize these energies to create more balance in your life? Think of your life as a dance between the masculine and feminine, the assertive and the receptive, the active and the intuitive. Just like a river flows with direction, but also with ease, you can balance taking action with allowing things to unfold. Imagine yourself harmonizing these energies within, becoming both powerful and peaceful, both driven and calm. Now, imagine living in perfect balance, where your masculine and feminine energies are working in harmony. You no longer feel pulled between action and rest, logic and intuition. Instead, you move through life with a sense of inner balance, where your strength is met with compassion and your drive is tempered by peace. The principle of gender teaches you how to blend these energies, unlocking a life that flows effortlessly with creativity and purpose. Now, let's bring it all together. The 7 Hermetic Principles are not just ideas to think about. They're a guide to activating your higher consciousness. But what does that mean? Higher consciousness is a state where you're no longer limited by your ego, fears, or the everyday stresses of life. Instead, you operate from a place of clarity, intuition, and deep connection to the universe. Each Hermetic Principle unlocks a different aspect of this higher state. Mentalism shows you that your mind is the architect of reality. By mastering your thoughts, you elevate your consciousness. Correspondence teaches you to see the unity between your inner and outer worlds, giving you a deeper sense of oneness with the universe. Vibration helps you raise your frequency, aligning with higher states of being like love, peace, and joy. Polarity shows you how to navigate life's extremes and embrace balance, lifting you out of dualistic thinking. Rhythm teaches you how to flow with the cycles of life, making you more resilient and peaceful. Cause and effect empowers you to take control of your destiny, activating your ability to manifest consciously. Gender helps you harmonize your masculine and feminine energies, bringing balance to your creative power. When you apply these principles, you step into a higher level of awareness. You start seeing the world differently, not as something happening to you, but as something you are co-creating. That's higher consciousness, living in flow, with clarity, and a deep connection to the universe. Check out our video series on the universal laws for a deeper dive. Until next time.